Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny, and folks, it's pretty obvious. You can tell that we're going to be doing a review and an analysis of this car. But very briefly, let me say to you, about 92% of you that watch my videos are not subscribers. Why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and we would certainly appreciate it. So let's get right into this review. This is a 2020 Hyundai Elantra. And let me tell you, you know that I own a 2012 Elantra, but that one is in the shop. And this one here, I'm kind of borrowing it until mine is done. I want to show you a complete, or tell you of a complete tour of this car. And it's a different ball game than what my car is. This car is bigger, it's bolder, it's got more power, it's got more room, and let me tell you, it is affordable. So I'm going to show you right now and give you a complete tour of this car. I want to show you the front of this vehicle first, folks, and let me be very brief here about this. The difference between the 2012 model is clearly like night and day and this 2020 model. This thing has got a bold, beautiful front grille and bumper and headlights that are LED and super bright, and they really do stick out in their appearance. And going on around, of course, I showed you the 16-inch tires on this car, and it has such a beautiful color paint to it. Don't you love that red? I have to say to you, of all colors in the world, red is my favorite color. Now, going on around over here, let me show you the back of it. And I want to pop this trunk and give you a very brief description of it. That trunk pops up, and I'm going to tell you it is big and spacious in this car. And it's very nice, and it's got a spare under there. And here we have this little screen that keeps your things really tight and secure if you need to put them down in there. And I'm telling you, I am impressed with this. Now I wanted to say this. Let me show you some stuff inside. Back here, notice the space in there. It's got a whole lot more space than the 2012 had. And it's a whole lot prettier color. And it has got some features that I want to talk to you about as well. So let me close this door. Now, up front, I'm going to pop this hood, and I'm going to start this engine, and I'm going to show you what a super nice engine this thing has got. Now, right here, this is a 16-valve, 4-cylinder engine. And I'm going to tell you, you get this thing on the interstate. Now, I've had this car in my possession for about a week and a half. And you put it on the interstate, and the power that it's got impresses me so much because it will accelerate so fast. You can go from 0 to 60 in 10 to 12 seconds, no problem whatsoever. That's just how much power this thing has got. It's almost like a turbo. Now I'm going to show you how it sounds. And I'll tell you some other things. Let me show you this. That thing is as quiet as a church mouse. Well, almost. You get the point. And I will tell you, my old 2012 is being repaired, and there was a bad knock in that motor of that old car of mine. But there's nothing here but just smooth running performance. That is what I like about it. And it sounds, I think there's about, I'm not sure, I never looked at the speedometer, but I believe it's got about 4, 5, maybe 6,000 miles. I really don't know. But let me kill the engine. Now inside here, let me put that hood down. It's so easy. I want to show you inside some features that I don't want to forget. Inside, right here. Let me show you something here, folks. Take a look at this luxury in this car. This is a mid-size car, and I'm going to tell you it's got the features that I really like when it comes to luxury features. Let's talk gas mileage here. This thing is absolutely stingy with gas. It has its instruments here. I don't know the exact amount of fuel that it gets per gallon, but I'm going to say it's relatively close, maybe 40. Now, don't hold me to that, but I'm guessing, I'm just basing it on the way that I have used it in the past week and a half. I want to say maybe 40, so give or take a little bit. I am impressed with this right here. This navigational system, which is built-in GPS. What I love about it is, let me show you. Whatever may be behind you, you have a visible line there that's going to really let you know if you're backing into something. Now that to me is impressive, because when you move that wheel, you're going to back up and you're going to go left or right or straight back. And if you get close to another vehicle or anything else for that matter, it's going to really go crazy, and it's going to get loud and let you know, hey, stop, you're going to hit something. But you can tune this in to your cell phone, the GPS system. You can tune that in and just go to the menu button here and select what you want to do with the app and all of that setup. It guides you completely through it to your cell phone. And what could be more simpler than that? But this car, let me get out, and I'm going to go back around to the front, and I'm going to tell you one more thing about this car. My overall analysis of this car, folks, is very, very simple. This car is affordable, and if I were in the market to buy a car, I would buy this car with no questions at all, because I can tell, based upon the time that I have driven it and the mileage that I get with it and the features that it's got on it, I would buy it. I would, and I'll give it a 5-star rating with not a question at all to ask about it, because I know that it will do what I just described to you. All right, now folks, here's the final feature that I love about this 2020 Elantra. Now the older ones, especially mine, it only had front-wheel drive. And let me tell you one thing I didn't like at all about that is because any kind of bad weather, rain, whatever it was, you were stuck with slip, slide, and away. But this thing has got all-wheel drive. And you know what? That makes it drive better. It stabilizes better. I mean, the stability on it is real smooth and even. And especially that 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, it's great when it comes to bad, snowy conditions. I highly recommend that this truck having all-wheel drive, or this car, excuse me, is definitely a big plus to top it off with this truck. So I wanted to make sure I didn't forget that little topic. All right, thanks for viewing our videos, folks, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, let me tell you, you have a wonderful, blessed day, and we will talk to you later.